Hello friends and welcome to Digii Mento. So we were discussing the last 10 years question paper from Unit 9 People Development and Environment. We will be continuing this series. So today we will be continuing with where we stopped till yesterday. So if you are watching this live session, please do let me know. Send me a hi, hello so that we will just quick start it. Okay, so let's begin. And this is our channel Digii Mento UGC NET NTA NET Computer Science, and if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. Also please press the bell icon for receiving more notifications. And if you're preparing for GATE, NTA, UGC NET or PGT Computer Science, you can avail our online courses which is available from us. You can visit our website www.digimento.com or you can call to this number for more details. So let me know if you're watching the video. Hi Gajalakshmi. Let's wait for a few more people to just join the class so that we will just quickly start it. So until then we will quickly move to the question, move until what we have discussed till yesterday. I think we discussed till this yesterday. Hi Shilna. So I think this was the last question that we discussed yesterday. So we'll move to the next question. Which of the following pollutant gases is not produced both naturally and as a result of industrial activity? So which among them is not produced naturally? So this among these four pollutant gases, one among them is not produced naturally and also not as a result of industrial activity. Which is that? Hi Huma. Hi Lipika. Hi Preeti. So can you tell me which one is not produced naturally also, not as a result of industrial activity also? Hi Rani. Hi Kaushalya Devi. A, D, okay. So most of you are confused between A and D. So let's see the answer. Answer is D, chlorofluorocarbons. Now we know that chlorofluorocarbons are associated with ozone layer depletion. And what are the sources of chlorofluorocarbons? The sources are from refrigerators and air conditioners. So this is not an industrial activity. So refrigeration and air conditioners. So among these four pollutant gases, chlorofluorocarbons are not produced naturally and also not as a result of industrial activity. If you look at the other three, carbon dioxide, it's produced naturally and also it is produced as a result of industrial activity. Methane, both naturally and industrial activity also. Nitrous oxide, methane mostly it's natural, nitrous oxide also. So here the answer is chlorofluorocarbons, and I have discussed this many times. The major sources of chlorofluorocarbons are from refrigerators and air conditioners, and also that chlorofluorocarbons are responsible for ozone layer depletion. So ozone depletion. Okay. And yeah. I hope you have told your friends also to join this session, and please join this channel. Tell your friends also, do share this video with your friends also, and also please like the videos. So please do share these videos with your friends and tell them to join for this live sessions. Okay, so let's see the next question. Next one is, which of the following pollutants is the major cause of respiratory disease? And if you can recollect from the lectures that we have already taken, I told you that most of the pollutants are causing some kind of damage to respiratory organs or to the respiratory tract. So here you have to find out which among the following is the major cause, which means among these four given options, which one is the most dangerous one, or which one causes the maximum damage to the respiratory respiratory system. So options are nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide, volatile organic compounds and suspended fine particles. I have already given you the reason also why I have discussed this same thing in the class, and I have already given you the reason also why it is causing the most dangerous impact on the respiratory tract. So 4, 4, 3, 4. Let's see, 4D. Okay, most of you have gone for 4. So any other answers? I think we'll see the explanation. Suspended fine particles is the most dangerous one. Now, many of you might have got confused with carbon monoxide and suspended fine particles. So I'll tell you the reason. I think there is no confusion with nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds, even though they cause some kind of damage to respiratory system. It is mostly the carbon monoxide and suspended fine particles. Now, why suspended fine particles cause the major risk? The reason is that the suspended fine particles are very, very fine. From the name itself, it's very clear. It's very fine particles. The particles are so thin that they can enter into the respiratory tract or the lungs very easily. That is the reason. But if the question was which one was the most poisonous one, then it is carbon monoxide, because even a small amount of carbon monoxide can cause very severe threat. But suspended particulate matter is the major cause of respiratory disease, because it's very fine and therefore it can enter the lungs or the respiratory system very, very easily. So this is the reason. Okay, next question. Fly ash produced in thermal power plants is an eco-friendly resource for use in. So I have told you when we discussed about fly ash that the use of fly ash or the utility of fly ash is very, very important. Now the options are agricultural purposes, whether we can use fly ash in agricultural purpose as a micronutrient, wasteland development, land and water holding structures, brick industry. This is again a very direct question from my class. If you have attended my class, definitely you can answer this question. This is a very, very direct question. So this was a 2018 July question. So you have to pick up the right choices. So you have to see what are the utilities of fly ash. So 4442, okay. Let's see. Answer is 4. If you have attended my class, you would have definitely answered, but that's okay. Thus, everyone or anyone who made it wrong, that's okay. Okay, Pratibha, it's okay. You made a very good attempt. Okay, so basically these are the 4 basic purposes or the utilities of fly ash. You can by heart it, or you can keep it this in your memory in the class now itself. That 4 major utilities of fly ash are: it can be used in the agricultural sector as a micronutrient, it can be used for wasteland development, it can be used in dam and water holding structures, also in the brick industry. Okay. And next one, which of the following types of natural disasters has no definite beginning and end? So, okay, Das is asking 2, wasteland development. If there is a wasteland, you can use the fly ash for maybe if definitely if there is a wasteland, we have to develop it if it can be used for some developmental activities. So you can use fly ash instead of sand or cement or such things. Okay, so even for wasteland development you can use fly ash. So here the question, next one, which of the following types of natural disasters has no definite beginning and no end? Earthquakes, landslides, hurricanes, droughts. Drought. Okay, let's see. The answer is drought. So yeah, it doesn't have a definite beginning and an end. This is a very logical question. You can, even if you do not know directly, you can just apply the logic, and from the options you can find out. Okay. Now next question. This is an assertion reason question. Indoor air pollution is a serious hazard. So this is the first statement. You have to see if this first statement is correct or not. So first statement is that indoor air pollution is a serious hazard. Now second statement, the dispersal of air pollutants is rather limited in indoor environment. So this you have to find out whether the first statement is right. Okay. And you have to also find out whether the second statement is the right answer for the first statement. So second statement says that the dispersal of air pollutants is rather limited in indoor environment. Home Shanti is asking me whether I am okay. You can take rest. No, I am absolutely fine. I am okay. Actually, as I told you, my mother had a surgery day before yesterday. So like because she is not keeping well, I am also not able to sleep at the night, and she had an eye surgery, so every 1.5 hour I have to wake up to put the medicines, so my sleep is not proper, and that is the reason. Otherwise I am okay. Thank you so much for asking. Thanks a lot. So, one. Okay, everyone has gone for one. And let's see the answer. Anybody else? Any other answers? Shilna, Preeti, Pinky, Harshita, Sulekha, Deepanjan, Das. Everyone has gone for one, and one is the right answer. This is a very simple question. So, first statement itself says that it's a very serious hazard. We know that indoor air pollution is a very serious hazard and the dispersal of air pollutants is rather limited in indoor environment. Yes, because indoor environment is closed, so it's limited. So definitely first statement is correct. Ma'am, what is green revolution? Is it protest against the much use of pesticides, etc.? No. I'll tell you what is green revolution. It's not the protest. Okay, I'll tell you why. In green revolution was introduced in 1970s, and the father of green revolution is Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. So green revolution, okay, I'll tell you a little bit about the background of green revolution also. Basically it was that after we got the independence in 1945, we know that our agricultural system, we were completely dependent on the agricultural sector. A majority of the workforce was employed in the agricultural sector, and the industrial sector was not very well developed, and the service sector was not at all developed, we can say. It was only after 1991 the reforms, the service sector was developed in India. So basically what happened is, prior to that we were completely dependent on the agricultural sector. But what was the problem with agricultural sector? The biggest problem with our agricultural sector was that there was very less productivity. So productivity of Indian agricultural sector was very less after the independence, or we can say post independence. Productivity of the agricultural sector was very less. Now there are many reasons to it. So one reason is the colonial legacy. The reason being that in the colonial times, if you know little bit about the history and the colonial rule of British in India, we know that there was commercialization of agriculture. So what does it mean? Commercialization of agriculture means the British promoted commercial crops like the opium, again like the cotton. So why? Because these commercial crops were in high demand in Europe. So they wanted the agriculturalists or the farmers in India to cultivate these commercial crops. And what happened, especially in some areas of Gujarat, Punjab, Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, then again coming to Bihar, all these areas, what happened? These commercial crops were cultivated, and therefore the soil also lost its fertility. So like especially opium cultivation. So if you cultivate opium for a long period of time, definitely the soil loses its fertility, and in future what will happen? The productivity will come down. So one factor for reduced productivity was the colonial policies, agricultural policies, like the promotion of commercial crops. Second reason is that the agricultural sector was underdeveloped in terms of mechanization and in terms of high yielding varieties of crops. So we followed a labor intensive agricultural system. Even now we follow a labor intensive agricultural system where mechanization is very, very less, and also the employment of labor is very, very high. And again another factor connected to this is lack of irrigation. So all these were the reasons for reduced productivity. And there was also a situation post independence that we were dependent upon the other countries for import of food commodities. So that was also a very critical situation for India, because see, if you need some basic necessity like food, you are dependent on another country. So that created so much of problem. So the government wanted to improve the agricultural productivity for many reasons. One, self-sufficiency in agriculture. If you see the first 6, 7, 5-year plans, all the 5-year plans focused upon agriculture and agricultural self-sufficiency. So basically to achieve the target of self-sufficiency second one, to improve the income of the farmers. Then again, for all these, then PDS system, we had the PDS system, public distribution system, where the food grains were given to the poor people. Even now we have the PDS system, the public distribution system. You have the ration shop near your house from where you get the low cost rice and all, rice, wheat, etc. So basically, all these factors culminated together. The government wanted to improve the productivity. So government introduced this a green revolution, which is nothing but the introduction of high yielding varieties of seeds, which will increase the agricultural productivity. Then what will happen? Along with this high yielding variety seeds, irrigation was introduced, pesticides, insecticides, all these were introduced so that the agricultural productivity will increase. So this green revolution had a major focus on the western belt, like the Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, even though it's not western state. So these were some of the states in which the green revolution was a success. But what happened later? Because of over irrigation, the salinity of the soil has increased. So we saw that the after effects of green revolution, it's being continued now. So this is green revolution in brief. So if a question is asked about what is green revolution, you can say that it is the introduction of high yielding varieties of seeds accompanied with pesticides, insecticides, irrigation, etc. to increase the agricultural productivity. So this is green revolution. I hope, Lipika, it's clear for you. And I know that I was a little fast because I have to complete this portions before 16th of September. So that's why I was going a little fast. So let me know if you have any doubts. Okay. Okay. Now let's see the next question. In terms of their contribution to the total power generation in India, identify the correct sequence of energy sources. So here this is again a question which is repeated. So here considering the total power generation in India, what is the sequence of energy sources? So we have the thermal power plants, large hydro power projects, nuclear energy, renewable energy. So renewable energy includes solar energy, wind energy, biomass, small hydropower projects. So which one is the highest contributor to the power sector? Okay, Lipika, it's clear for you. Thank you. So thermal power plants, then renewable energy, because renewable energy, it's a mixture of all these. That is why renewable energy has a higher weightage. Then LHP, which stands for large hydropower projects, and the nuclear energy. So understand that nuclear energy is the least. Okay. Next is which, oh sorry, I haven't I have marked the answer there itself, I'm sorry. Which of the following is considered as the major source of pollution in rivers of India? So this is a repeated question. I think in the last year questions that we discussed, this is the third or the fourth time that this question is being asked. You already know the answer also. So untreated sewage. Okay. Next one. Sustainable Development Goals are formally known as. So, what is the formal name of Sustainable Development Goals? We have discussed this in the class. You have 4 options. Transforming Our World 2030 Agenda, Sustainable Living for All 2022 Agenda, Life of Dignity for All 2022 Agenda, One Planet, One People 2030 Agenda. So, you can answer. Let's see. 1 is the answer. Now here you can, even if you do not know this answer, you can use a elimination technique. You can eliminate 2 and 3. Why you can eliminate 2 and 3? Because we know that the sustainable development target has to be achieved by 2030. So 2022 is given in 2 and 3. So you can eliminate these 2 options. Now, one planet, one people. This is not about development. So development is about transformation. So you can directly come to this answer if you do not know. I'm sure you must be knowing it because I have discussed this in the class. So you must be knowing it. An earthquake of a magnitude in the range of 6 to 6.9 on the Richter scale is considered as moderate, strong, a major or a great earthquake. This also we have discussed directly in the class. 131311. Okay, let's see the answer. It's 2. Why? Because it's 6 to 6.9. So it's too strong. Okay. Next, frequent episodes of dense smog in winter season in the national capital region can be attributed to. So we know that in the national capital region, which includes the city of Delhi also, so in Delhi in the winter season there is heavy smog or dense smog. What are the reasons? So first reason given is stubble burning. So here also you can use the elimination technique if you want. So stubble burning, then biomass burning in rural households, transport, transboundary movement of pollutants. So what are the reasons for the dense smog in the winter season in the NCR region? Range of earthquake. Actually, we can measure it in Mercalli scale and also on this Richter scale. So depending on which scale. Preeti is asking me to explain the meaning of the question. Okay, so basically here the question is, what are the reasons for the dense smog in the winter season in NCR, National Capital Region? So what are the reasons? Lipika, 3. Okay, let's see. Answer is 4. All are there. Why? Because you may think that NCR, National Capital Region, it belongs to cities and not rural areas, but no, it includes rural areas also, and also the biomass burning in the rural areas, it can be transferred or transmitted through agents like wind, etc. So therefore biomass burning in rural areas is also there. Okay, all reasons. Okay. Municipal solid waste comprises of. So what are the components of municipal solid waste? Household waste, sanitation residue, waste from the streets, construction and demolition debris. So municipal solid waste. What are the components of municipal solid waste? Let's check. 4 is the answer. Even the construction and demolition debris. If you remember, when we discussed about construction and demolition debris, we said that it is also a municipal solid waste. It's a component of municipal solid waste. So all of the above is the answer. Next question. As per the Indian government's targets for exploiting the renewable energy sources, the percentage share of solar and wind energy in the total power generation from renewable energy sources by the year 2022 will be about 91.43%. It's almost okay, around 57.14%, 50%, 60%. 160 out of 175. Okay, Neetu. 21221. Okay. So let's see. 1 is the answer. Okay, very good. So out of the total renewable energy share, wind and the solar will be contributing the maximum, and it's about 91.43%. Okay. Next, a source of renewable power which can be developed with a minimum cost. So a source of renewable power which can be developed with minimum cost. Which one? So among these four of them are renewable energy sources. So which one will have the less or the most cheap one? Windmills, tidal power, biomass, geothermal. Let's see. I think we'll see the answer now. Answer is 3, biomass. This is the cheapest form of renewable energy from all these. Okay. Next question. How much carbon is being added to the atmosphere by the burning of fossil fuels? So the amount of carbon added to the atmosphere by the burning of fossil fuels. 6 to 9 billion tons, 9 to 12 billion tons, 4 to 6 billion tons, 2 to 6 billion tons. Let's see. Answer is 1, 6 to 9 billion tons. Okay. Now next question. Okay, natural vegetation of an area needs to be preserved for the future, mainly for the purpose of. So why do we need to preserve the natural vegetation of the area? So basically 4 options are given. You have to find out the most suitable one. Actually 4 of these are reasons, but what is the most important reason why we should preserve the natural vegetation of an area? First one, providing a habitat for birds. So for birds, okay, preventing soil erosion, providing material for breeding of new species, study by scientists. So which one is the most important reason among all these four why we should preserve the natural vegetation of a area for the future? So yeah, I think we'll check. 3 is the right answer. Okay, you can eliminate also. Why? Okay, so the basic logic why 3 is the right answer is providing material for breeding of new species. Now, breeding of new species is very important to preserve the biodiversity, and biodiversity is very important to preserve the ecological balance. So, this is the logic. Okay. Next question. Hi, Puvidi. Next question. The annual range of temperature in the interior of the continents is high compared to the coastal area. So, in the interior of the okay, I'll tell you an example before that so that you will understand the question better. The annual range of temperature. So, what does it mean? Range of temperature means that the minimum and the maximum. So, this is the range. So, from minimum to maximum. So, the annual range of temperature in the interior of the continents is high compared to coastal area. In the coastal area, we will see that the temperature is almost average all the time. It's not extremely hot or not extremely cold. I'll give you an example also. If we take India, now, okay, let's take our country itself. So, here we have the Arabian Sea. Okay, I'll just change the color so that you will understand it better. So, okay. So, here we have Arabian Sea. Here we also have the Bay of Bengal. So, the states which have a coastal border, starting from here, we have Kerala. Then we have Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, then moving upwards, then we have our Mumbai, Goa, Gujarat in the western side. In the eastern side, we have again Tamil Nadu, then some parts of Karnataka. We have Andhra Pradesh. Telangana is not a coastal state because it's in the interiors. So it does not share a coastal border. So Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, we have the West Bengal. So these are the coastal states in India. Now tell me interiors. So let's take the interiors. For example, Delhi, UP, Bihar, all these are interiors. So in the interiors, in the summer, it's very hot. If we take the very single example of Delhi, summer is too hot and winter is too cold because it does not share a coastal border. So in these coastal areas like Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, etc., the climate is moderate. It will not go too much high. The temperature will not be too high or it will not be too low. So what are the reasons? The question is why or what are the reasons for that? First one, the thermal difference between land and water because they share the coastal area. Then variations in altitude between the continents and the oceans, presence of strong winds in the interior, heavy rains in the interior as compared to the coastal region. So tell me which one is the reason. Here also you can simply use the elimination technique. Very, very easy question it is. So everyone has gone for 3, most of them. Yeah, even Renju has corrected your answer saying that he is going for 3. Okay, 3 is A only. Let's see. Now let's check the answer. Answer is 3, A only. Why? Thermal difference is the only reason. Now if you look into other options, let's see. Heavy rains in the interior. It's not interiors that receive the heavy rains, but it is the coastal areas which receives the heavy rains. So definitely you can eliminate whichever answer has D, you can eliminate. So definitely you can eliminate this 4th option because it is actually in the coastal areas that rainfall is high. Presence of strong winds. Strong winds are also in the coastal areas because of the presence of the oceans. So strong winds also in the coastal areas. So wherever there is sea, you can eliminate that. Now B, variations in altitude between the continents and the ocean. That's not an answer. So answer is A only. Okay. I hope you understood this question. Next, we will move to 2019 June. We will just start it today. Tomorrow we will continue. Okay. And I hope that by tomorrow we will be able to finish this entire session. Okay. So this is a very, very simple question. Many times in the class I have repeatedly explained this question. I'm sure you can answer it. So, Montreal Protocol aims at reduction in emission of greenhouse gases, phasing out ozone depleting substances, prohibiting transboundary movement of hazardous waste, enhancing cooperation among the UN member states for peaceful use of nuclear energy. So, which is the answer? Very simple, directly from the class. So, tell me the answer. Let's check. It's very simple. It's 2. So, Montreal Protocol, it aims at phasing out the ozone depleting substances. So, basically, reduction in greenhouse gases. This is Kyoto Protocol, which aims at reducing the greenhouse gases. Now, prohibiting the transboundary movement of hazardous waste. It's Stockholm Convention. Then, do not confuse between Stockholm Convention and Stockholm Conference. Okay. So, you can eliminate, and this is the answer. Hi lab. So, I think I'll wind up here today. So, if you have any queries, you can ask me now. Whether it is related to exam or whether it is related to today's lecture, you can ask it now. So, we will wind up the session. So, yeah, most of you have commented 2 as the answer, and that's the right answer. Phasing out ozone depleting substances. Okay. Enhancing cooperation among UN member states for peaceful use of nuclear energy. It's Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty. Lipika, take rest, take care. Thank you so much, Lipika. You also take care, stay well. So, Ranju, thank you so much. Arjun, thank you everyone. Thank you for watching, and please do share this video with your friends also, and tell them to join the classes from tomorrow if possible. So I wish you all the very best. Do well, study really well, but don't take too much of stress and tension. Be cool, be calm, study well, and do your best, and the rest will be taken care by the Almighty. So my timing, it's from 7:30 to 8:30, 8:15. So 7:30 to 8:15. I think you have the next session at 9 o'clock. So yeah. So it will be from 7:30 to 8:15 every day. So take care. I'll see you tomorrow. So keep well. Stay blessed. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello friends, and welcome to Digii Mento. So, we will be taking up the same question paper discussion which we were doing till yesterday. So, we will be discussing questions from Unit 9, the last 10-year questions. So, Unit 9 is People, Development and Environment. If I am audible to you, please do let me know if everything is fine from my end, and if it's audible to you, if it's clear for you, please do let me know. Okay. So, yeah. We will just start, and before that, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe, and also please press the bell icon for receiving the notifications. Okay. And we are providing online classes for GATE, NTA, UGC NET and PGT Computer Science. You can avail the courses. For more details, you can visit our website www.digimentor.com, or you can call to this number for getting more details about the same. We were discussing till 2018 yesterday. So today we will take up 2019, and with that we will finish off. Okay. Yeah. I think this question we have discussed yesterday. We will start with this. So Montreal Protocol, it aims at, we know we have discussed the answer. It is answer 2, phasing out ozone depleting substances. So till this we have discussed yesterday. So we'll continue. Next question. In large parts of eastern India, the groundwater is contaminated by. So, in the eastern India includes West Bengal, Odisha and also northeast. So, in eastern India, the groundwater contamination, it is by which pollutant? Arsenic, lead, mercury, nickel. So, you have to find out in the eastern parts of India, which pollutant is responsible for contamination of groundwater. Answers? I'm sorry, today there was a change in the time. I'm really sorry. I could not inform you in prior. I'm really sorry for that. The reason being I had an emergency. I have to meet the doctor in the evening with my mother. That's why I'm really sorry for the time change. That's why I could not inform you yesterday. It was an emergency, and that's why we have updated it in the group. So please make sure you check the group also, Telegram group also. So Lalit has commented 4. Any other answers? Nobody else? No other answers. I'll just see the answer. 1 is the answer, arsenic. So arsenic is responsible for groundwater contamination in the eastern parts of India. I want everyone to answer my questions. So please do participate. Only then you will remember also. It may go wrong. That's okay. That's absolutely fine. It's only from your mistakes that you learn and that you will never forget. So please make mistakes. That's okay. But attempt it. Okay. Taj Mahal is mainly threatened by the deleterious effects of sulfur dioxide, chlorine, oxygen and hydrogen. This is a very simple question. We have directly discussed this in the class. I'll give you a clue, okay? I'll give you a clue so that you will remember what we discussed in class. So we discussed about acid rain, if you remember. So we said that acid rain is responsible for this fading of the marbles on this Taj Mahal. So tell me which one is responsible for that. So Taj Mahal is mainly threatened by the deleterious effects of sulfur dioxide, chlorine, oxygen or hydrogen. So one sulfur dioxide, 1. Okay, everyone has commented 1 as your answer. Any other answers? Yes, 1 is the right answer, sulfur dioxide. Okay. Renju also, yes. So 1 is the right answer, sulfur dioxide. I'm so happy for you. Next one. Here 2 statements are given. First one, earthquake A is 5 on Richter scale and earthquake B is 8 on the same scale. Earthquake B has 1000 times the wave amplitude compared to A. So this is the first one. Second statement, the energy released in B is 3 times that of A. So you have to choose the correct one. Take time, read the statements correctly, then you will get the answer. Okay, let's see the answer. 1. Most of you have gone for 1. Okay, so yes, 1 is the right answer. Statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Okay. So these were the questions asked in 2019 June. So today, so these are the only questions. So now we will take up some of the topics that we had left out. I mean in the last session and all. So there were a few questions for which you asked me some doubts and all. So we will be taking up that. Okay. So yeah, and also if you have any common doubts from unit 9, please do tell me now so that we will discuss all of them. So these are the last 10 years questions. So we have finished all of them from unit 9. Unit 9, so we have finished it completely because we have discussed all the topics. Then we have taken up the questions, previous year 10 years questions. Also we have conducted a mock test. So unit 9 should be fine for you now. 90% of the questions will come only from here. So now if you have any doubts, okay, then you can tell me so that I will answer them. So there were a few things that I had to discuss, so that I'll be doing it now. Okay. So any other topics that you want me to discuss, now we will have a discussion. It's buffering. Rani is telling me that it's buffering. Okay, anybody else also having the same issue? Then I'll see to it. Okay, so first topic that we will be discussing is flash floods. So which I told you that we will be discussing. So first topic is flash floods. So here we will see what are flash floods. Now, you know what is a flood. So flood means excessive rainfall leading to increase in the water level of the rivers, and also finally the water levels even increasing on the surface. So this is floods. So flash floods means it is flash, you know the term flash. It means that a sudden or a quick. So floods that happens in a very sudden pace or a quick pace is called flash floods. So they are characterized by faster rise and recession of flow of small volume and high discharge. So it is happening very fast, and mainly this flash flood, it occurs in hilly regions and also sloping lands, because in a slope or a hill the water can travel very fast. So and also along with this, thunderstorms and cloudburst are also very common, and it causes high degree of damages. So this is flash floods. Now this was one topic that we left out. So Renju and Lalit telling me that there is no issues. Okay. Bhakta Priya has commented that just now you joined the class and you want to watch the full video. It's available on our channel, so you can watch it anytime. Okay, so yeah, I want you to ask me whatever doubts you have from Unit 9. So now we will be taking up all that. So flash floods was one topic, and the other one I think we have already discussed. That was regarding the Richter scale and the Mercalli scale that we have already taken up, because that was a little technical and I told you I need to see again. I don't remember. I think it was, I don't exactly remember, but someone from our group only clarified that also. So any doubts please do ask me from Unit 9. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Also, if you want to know anything in general also, you can ask me. We have like another 30 minutes to go. So you can ask me if you have any doubts. So from tomorrow, mostly we will be taking up the previous year questions of paper 1 except Unit 9. So Unit 9 we have finished. So except Unit 9, we will be taking up all other units of paper 1, the previous year questions. So you can ask me anything related to your exam or related to paper Unit 9, anything. So I want you to ask me some questions. Nobody is asking. Okay, higher education important topics. Puvidi is asking me. So in the higher education, most important is the new education policy, NEP. So that is the most important one. Okay, so okay, I'll just write down. Second one, you have asked me about higher education. So I will say that the most important topic will be your new education policy, because it's very recent and also very relevant. And another thing is that the new education policy, the new policy is coming up after so many years. So therefore it's very important. Okay, so that will be the most important one. Then another probable, first one is new education policy. Another probable question would be regarding the NRA. So I have made a separate lecture on NRA. It's available on our channel. You can watch them. So NRA is National Recruiting Agency. So NRA will be conducting a common test, eligibility test for all the examinations in grade B and C. So that is also very important. So yes, that is very important. Then okay, regarding that, so I think the most important will be the new education policy or the national education policy. Okay, regarding evolution also you have to learn, but that I'll definitely be taking a class regarding the evolution of education policies in India, the important education policies in India. We will definitely cover in a separate lecture. Definitely I will do that. Okay. We will see about the education policies during the British time, then after independence, post-independence education policies, all that we will be discussing. Also we will discuss about Nehru's vision about India's education, and such important topics we will definitely be covering. Don't worry about that. Then we will see what is the need for new education policy, all that we will see. Okay. Then okay, Lalit has asked me about ozone depletion. Okay, I'll discuss that. Then Renju has asked me whether unit 10 is completed. No, I haven't started unit 10, so I will start unit 10 soon. And so unit 10 also I'll cover before the exam. Don't worry about it. I'll cover it before the exam. So ozone depletion, that is the next topic that you have asked me. So next we will discuss about ozone depletion. Okay, before that I'll just rub it off. Okay, so now the atmosphere, we can divide it into different layers. We have this one is the troposphere, that is the lowermost level. Then we have stratosphere. Then we have the mesosphere, and then we have the exosphere. Okay, these are the different layers of the atmosphere. Now what is important here is the stratosphere. Okay, this one, the second lowest layer, which is the stratosphere. So here ozone is naturally found. So ozone, now what is ozone? Ozone is O3. This is the chemical formula of ozone. So O3 means it's a molecule, it's a combination of 3 oxygen molecules. So 3 oxygen molecules combine together to form the O3, or what we call as the ozone. So this ozone layer is naturally found in the stratosphere. I hope this much is clear for you. Now next we need to understand what is the purpose of this ozone layer. Okay, so what is the purpose, or what is the role of this ozone layer? So we know we have the sun. Okay, sun, and sun is emitting radiations, so light and radiations, so solar energy and solar radiation, etc. So light and radiation, it's emitted by the sun. Okay, now when the solar radiation and the solar light from the sun, when this reaches the surface of the earth, it passes through different layers of the atmosphere. So we have the troposphere and the stratosphere. So here in the stratosphere, what happens is that we have this ozone, which is the O3. So what this ozone does is, the ultraviolet radiations, or what we call as the UV radiations of the sun, it is filtered in this stratosphere, in this ozone layer. So the basic purpose of ozone is to filter the UV radiations, or it absorbs the UV radiations or the ultraviolet radiations which are coming from the sun directly. So what will happen, because of the presence of ozone, the solar energy, when it reaches the surface of the earth, it will not have, or it will have very less UV radiations or ultraviolet radiations. But the problem is that there are certain pollutants, especially what we call as the CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, which is the major source of which is the refrigerators and also the air conditioners. So the air conditioners and the refrigerators which emit the CFCs or the chlorofluorocarbons, they have a potential to damage the ozone layer. So ozone layer is a thick layer of atmospheric O3, or what we call as combination of 3 molecules of oxygen, or the O3. So what happens, because of this pollution or pollutants, the CFCs, this thick wall or the thick ozone layer will gradually become thin. So this will lead to thinning of the ozone layer. So it will become thin. Okay. Now thin, and also certain holes will be developed. This development of holes in the ozone layer itself is called thinning of the ozone layer. So when the ozone layer becomes thin in the stratosphere, what happens? The potential of the ozone layer to capture or to absorb the ultraviolet radiations coming from the sun will come down. So what will happen as a result of that? The ultraviolet radiations coming from the sun will directly hit the surface of the earth. Therefore, we will be, human beings, not only human beings, wildlife, human beings, plants, every living species in this earth will be directly exposed to the directly exposed to the UV radiation. So this is dangerous for the life existing in the earth. So this is called ozone layer depletion. So this is the entire picture. So ozone layer will absorb the ultraviolet radiation coming from the sun. Because of certain pollutants like the CFCs, it will become thin, or what we call as holes in the ozone layer. So because of this thinning of the ozone layer, or creating holes in the ozone layer, the ultraviolet radiations will directly reach the surface of the earth, which will lead to what we call as threat to the human life, animal life, plant life, and every life in the earth. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. Now regarding the ozone layer, Lalit has commented, thank you, very nicely explained. Thank you so much, Lalit. So if you have any other queries, you can ask me now. As I told you, we have like another 20-25 minutes to go. So you can 20 more minutes to go. So you can ask me your queries here. Okay. So any doubts from unit 9, you can ask me. Any doubts? No doubts. You don't have any other doubts. Anything. It can be even general, like regarding your examinations. Anything. So you can ask me. No doubts. Tell us something about the last minute preparation. Okay. In the last minute, I will always suggest you not to go for certain things that I always keep in my mind when I appear for an exam. First thing is not to read any additional material, because you know, if some of your friend is telling you that this material is good and all that, what you will do is you will simply go and read that material, and then you will get tensed. Oh, this is very bulky, I don't have time to finish it. So don't go for any additional material. So second thing you can do is revise. So revision is very important. You may think that you know it, but in the examination hall you will definitely regret about not revising, because many things you know, you will have a vague idea about it, but you may not be having a precise idea. So revision is very important. At least make sure you revise it 2 times. Okay. So one, not to learn anything new, or don't go for any additional material. Second is revision, and third thing is again previous year questions. So previous year questions will give you an idea about how the questions are being asked, and this will give you an idea about the mindset of the examiner. So how, or the pattern of the examiner, you will understand from the previous year papers. For that, if you are not able to solve it by yourself, you can attend such lectures where we will discuss the previous year questions. Another thing is, if you do the previous year test, or for that matter, if you even do some mock test, if you take some mock test and all, you will also learn regarding time management. In the examination, many students face the problem of not managing the time well. So you can even do some mock test or the previous year papers, you can solve them to manage your time properly to attend all the questions. So this is another thing that I will definitely suggest you to do. So previous year questions, revision, and not to go for any additional material. And make sure that your material is very confined, very short and handy, so that you can do the revision again and again. So these are some of the tricks and tips for your last minute preparation. And also sleep is very important. Your health is very important. You know, I always believe that in case of competitive examinations, what matters most is, more than your knowledge, what matters is that 2 hours or the 3 hours that you spend in the examination hall. So that 2 to 3 hours matters the most. If you can use it very well, if you can tackle the emotional and the mental stress during that 2 to 3 hours, definitely you are half done. So managing stress is very important, and drink lots of water. Don't get dehydrated. So water is very, very important. And also water will also make yourself very immune and healthy. So drink lots of water. Always you have to drink lots of water, but during the examination time, make sure you drink lots of water. Make sure that you are not dehydrated, and take food also. If you feel that if you eat too much, you will sleep and all, what you can do is you can split your meals. Maybe you can split it into 4 or 5 meals. You can take very small quantities every time. And don't go for heavy dinner. Don't go for heavy dinner, because in the night time, make sure you have something halka, like very light. Maybe something very light. Even fruits can do, or some chapati and all. If you are take less quantity compared to breakfast and lunch. So food also you have to give so much of importance. Health and well-being is very important. I always believe that if you are physically and mentally both fit and healthy, definitely you are half done. So more than knowledge, I have seen many people who have lots of knowledge, who have prepared really well, who have done the previous years very well, and who are really prepared for the examination. But what happens, because of stress and tension, they are not able to perform well on that day. So make sure that that day you are very calm, very cool. So whatever comes, you are going to attempt. And always one more important thing is, definitely this examination or any other examination is not the end of your life. So maybe I wish everyone success, and I wish that everyone clear this exam. But even though, in case also if you fail, this is not the end of everything. And from my childhood onwards, my father used to tell me always this thing, like whenever something happens in my life, whether it is in personal life or professional life or academic life, my father used to tell me this always. He always told me this is not the end of everything. So that was one thing that gave me so much of courage and so much of positivity to face anything in my life. So I also wish the same for you. I wish you all the success, but if something goes wrong, don't take it as the end of everything. Don't get demotivated, but take it as a challenge, and next time make sure you will, and we will crack it together. So I am there for you, and the whole Digii Mento team is there for you to support you, not only from your academic perspective, not only from your examination perspective. If you have any stress, if you have any tension, you can definitely share with any of us. We all are available for you. We are always there for you in this journey. So anytime you can message us, you can call us, you can get in touch with us. So the entire team is there. So whichever teacher you feel comfortable with, you can share with them your problems, your tension, or we can even have a chit chat session before the exam, so that you will be so much relaxed and all. So Gokul, this is what I want to tell you and all others regarding the examination, last minute preparation, and how to handle the stress and all. And Aditya has asked me, is the PPT available? Yes, all the PPTs are available. I have shared all the PPTs with the team, and they have in fact shared it in the Telegram group. So all of them are available, I guess. You can go and download them. And for revision purpose also, I will suggest you to go through your handwritten notes rather than PPTs. But if you have not made the handwritten notes in the last minute, you have no other go but to go for the PPTs. So you can do any of which you are comfortable. So any other queries, any other questions? So my plan will be like for the next 10 days or so, my plan will be that we will be taking up Unit 10 and also previous year papers. Aditya has commented, PPT will help us. Yes, you have less time now. Now you cannot think of writing the notes and all. So PPTs will definitely help you. 6% pass in that. Lilith has asked me, do I give the classes for paper 2 computer science? No, my basic background is social studies. Not computer science. I am not a science student also. I have done my master's in economics. So I am an economics graduate. So I have no, and I think I have told you in many classes also that I even do not know how to properly use a computer also. So I'm not from computer science background. So that's why I'll be taking up paper 1. Lilith, you are new to this, so you are giving the exams only in December or now? Kinshuk, समझ नहीं आता है. Maybe because Kinshuk, you joined the classes very late. Maybe because of that, and your name is also not familiar for me. I think you have not attended the previous lectures. That's why you may be feeling a little difficult. Aditya has asked me about logical reasoning. Now we have very less time to go, so I will not be taking logical reasoning before this exam, but before December we will take some of the areas of logical reasoning as well. And I want to complete some important areas of research and also Unit 10. And one more important thing that I want to share it with you. Today morning I had a discussion with some of the team members of Digii Mento, and yeah, one thing that we want to share with you, this is on behalf of Digii Mento, the team Digii Mento. See, you have two papers, paper 1 and 2, and definitely I know that paper 2 has more weightage. So the advantages I will tell you of paper 2, there is no more weightage for paper 2. Then again, this is from your subject of expertise, so that you have an edge or a grip over this subject. All these are the positives. So you maybe, or you will be scoring really well in paper 2. But even though the weightage is less or 50% less, but I will definitely suggest you that if you do a decent level of preparation in your paper 1, the chances of clearing this exam is very high. Why? Because even though the weightage is only 50% of compared to paper 2, why? Because most of the students will ignore paper 1. So most of them will not do a preparation for paper 1. Maybe they will go through some previous year questions, that also not necessary. But with minimum preparation, I'm telling you, minimum preparation in the sense that if you are appearing for the December batch, we will be conducting regular classes for paper 1. So every day, if you can give just 1 hour, now it's already September, October, November and December, hardly 4 months, not even 4 months, maybe 3.5 months. So if you can give your 1 hour every day for the live sessions, for paper 1, definitely this will give you a big advantage, because paper 1 questions are very simple first of all. So if you do some decent preparation, minimum preparation, you will be able to crack it. So it will give you an extra edge, extra advantage over the other candidates if you can do really well in paper 1 also. So my humble request, and this is a request from the entire team of Digii Mento, that you give more, not more actually, but somewhat equal. I will not even say equal, but give some focus on paper 1 also. And definitely, this is my word from my side, that definitely you will not regret about it. You are going to gain in that. So this will definitely give you an extra grip, extra edge in your preparation and also in your examination. So please do not ignore paper 1. It's very important, and you will be able to make a big difference in the overall mark. Okay. Kinshuk, are you from Andhra Pradesh? No, I'm not from Andhra Pradesh. I'm from Kerala. So any other things that you want to know from my side? Aditya has commented, before attending your classes, I had no interest in Unit 9, but now I'm very much interested. Thank you so much, Aditya. That was a really good compliment, great compliment for me. I'm so happy. Paper 9 is actually very easy, and also very simple things only we have to learn. So yeah, Unit 9 is really interesting also. And climate change and related environmental issues are one burning topic that is going around all of us. So I think climate change is one of the biggest issues that we are facing today. So yeah, I'm so happy for that comment, Aditya. Thank you so much. So anything else you want to know from my side, maybe regarding your preparation or anything else, we can discuss that and then we can wind up the session. Gokul, Aditya, Kinshuk, any other queries, any other doubts? Do you know when admit cards? It will come soon, because the exam is very close by, so it will come soon. And tomorrow's class time will be 7:30. Today I have to take my mother to the hospital, so I have an appointment at 7 o'clock. So that that's why I wanted to wind up the classes by at least 6:30. And that was an emergency. I could not inform you yesterday. So yeah. That's why. Otherwise tomorrow 7:30, but also please do check the Telegram channel. Okay, if there is any changes, I'll update there. But mostly tomorrow, if everything goes well, I'll take the classes at 7:30. So you also take care. Everyone, please do take care. Do not get so much tensed and all about the exam. Take it very lightly and do your part very well, and be very happy, joyful, and do not take up any mental stress and all. So be very calm and cool. So that's my wish from my side. Ranju has commented, yes ma'am, thank you for your teaching, it's very useful. Thank you so much, Ranju. I think you joined the session late, but still you are very active. You are a very active student. You were answering all the questions and all. I noticed you in this session maybe 3-4 days back, but since then I am noticing that you are answering everything. You are a very active student, and thank you so much. And Manikantan, thank you, Manikantan. And Gokul, why 6% is passing percentage people of NET? Maybe because NET is basically to recruit the teachers, and the JRF for research fellows. So maybe the requirement is very less, and that can be the reason. Oh, you are also from Kerala. Renju is from Kerala. Okay. From which part? Where are you from? So this is all from my side. Okay. So I think you don't have any more questions. So we will wind up here. And tomorrow we will meet. And I'll update you on the Telegram channel regarding what I'll be taking tomorrow. Mostly I'll take previous year papers. Otherwise, we will go for this unit 10. Okay, Calicut. Okay, Ranju is from Calicut. Okay, I'm basically from Kottayam, but now I'm settled in Trivandrum for the last 8 years. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I'll meet you again tomorrow. Take care. Study really, really well. Be calm, be cool. So stay safe, take care of yourself, and take care of your family, friends, and everyone. So be happy, keep smiling. Bye-bye. I'll see you.